Hey guys, I had to come in and do a voiceover because you could not hear me speaking over that mixer. So, what I did was I already pre-started. I had started the basic cake mix for a homemade plain yellow cake. Everyone should know how to do that by now, but just in case you don't, you add butter, sugar, and eggs. You cream that up with some sour cream. Then you add some flour and some vanilla extract and a little bit of salt. You mix until it's nice and smooth. And then after you do that, you will scrape it down to what you'll see coming up. And once it's scraped down, you can go to the next step. Hey. Don't you fall, we're gonna have a problem. You mess up my take on video. Oh, that looks like mama's. Looks like my mama's. Alright guys, if anyone knows about a country woman, my mom was from the country. She was also a pastor of her own church. And the Lord called her home in 2012. So this is basically my month of paying homage to my mom and the dishes that I loved that she made. Now, backstory behind this cake. Okay guys, I'm gonna set this to the side because I have to grease my pan. So, let's move you out the way. Like I was saying, backstory. Okay, look, I have a bun pan. It's just a regular bundt. Backstory to this cake. I can get rid of them big ingredients to get my way. You know, my mama, old school, with the rest of the butter ramble, they used to do their pans. I need to move this because this is gonna irritate my entire spirit. You should sit there for a minute. And okay, it's really not funny, but it is funny. Back to the backstory. I'm getting off kilter here. Backstory while I'm doing this. This, I just lined it with the butter wrapper as you've seen. That's what my mother did, and she added flour. But I like extra protection because we really don't know what this cake gonna want to try to do while it's in this darn oven. Anyway, here's the flour. Remember they used to do that flour, like, and beat it around and coat it and make sure all of this stuff is in and all that cute stuff. Alright, I'm gonna do that over my sink because if this spill on my camera, I'm gonna lose my entire life. I promise y'all I will lose it. This is the part that killed me. The part about going up the sides of a bun pan. I just feel like, what, how the hell? Okay, alright, see, this is my problem. I used to be like, how the hell? I'm off camera now, guys. I'll be there. I'm over my sink because I cannot take a mess. I will lose it all. My spirit will not rest. Okay? Okay, let's get some of that off. What? That's how my mama did it. That's how my mama did it. Now let's move this to the side again because I got to put this. First, I need to turn on the oven. Okay, let that start doing what it's doing. All right, let me show you guys the topping. This is pecans, cinnamon, and brown sugar. I bought whole pecans. I crushed them up. They were slightly salted. Okay, I'll live. Everybody will live. This is just a basic crumb type topping. And you mix all this up and make it look really good, because what we're gonna do is put half the batter down in the cake pan. Hopefully it works out for us. Put half the batter down in the cake pan. And once we get half the batter down, what we're gonna do is sprinkle some of the crumbling on the top. Now, I don't want none of y'all to judge me for this, because this is always an issue for me, and I'm trying to be cute and do this mess on the camera. I don't know what the heck I'm thinking, but we gonna try it. I mean, we could try. All right, come on, baby. Come on, baby. Make it pretty. So anyway, let me give you a backstory on this daggone cake, because this is really hilarious. Like I said, my mom was a pastor of her own church until the Lord called her home. Don't nobody judge me. They say preachers' kids is the worst kids. I don't believe that. God know my heart. He really know my heart. So, backstory. Get to the story, Joanna. Stop playing. So the backstory is, you know, we used to have fellowship Sundays, and you know, that's when you go to other churches, and you know, you fellowship, you have service, and you eat. You know, we always eat in the black churches, so we eat. And I mean, we eat. So there was a Sunday, I said, you know what? I've watched my mama do this cake, and I'm gonna do this cake for church. It's not funny, God forgive me for laughing. I said, I'm gonna do this cake for the church. All right, let me sit to this side. All right, guys, I'm gonna add in the crumble on the top. I'll show you when it's done. Anyway, so I said, I'm gonna do this cake for the church. So I must have been about 18. And so I was like, I'm gonna do it. My mother stood in there, she watched me, she made sure I didn't make any mistake. She said, you got it. I'm like, okay. I felt very confident. My cake came out beautiful. The funny part was I didn't taste the cake. I'm just bouncing this down to settle everything down. Try to get out most of those air bubbles being that I put that topping there, right? So, back to the story. So we went, you know, we had service, you know, we sung, because that time I was the director of my choir. So we sung, and you know, after that everybody's supposed to sit down, you know, as a church family, and eat and converse and talk about the service. And all us youngins talked about everything but the service. But you know, the church people, the deacons, the missionaries, the ushers, the pastors, they sat and they talked about the service and the Lord. I ain't gonna tell you what we talked about. I probably don't remember half of it, but I know it wasn't about no church. Anyway, so when it got time for dessert, and I see all these desserts going past, and I'm like, well, where's my cake that I did for the church? God, I can't say, it was like one slice taken off the cake. It's like somebody was like testing the cake, right? Like, let's see. Oh, she made this. This is so pretty. Oh, this is a nice cake. Child, when we looked around for the cake, somebody done took the cake. Somebody took the cake. So I went to my mom, like, Mom, what happened to my cake that I did for everybody? She was like, I said, Mom, the cake is gone. She said, I know they ain't took the cake. I said, they done took the cake. I said, well, you know what? They probably needed it better than I did. So guess what? I ain't gonna stress it. But let me tell y'all something. That was the running joke for the longest time with my choir members. Like, somebody done stole the damn cake. Who will steal the cake out the church? It's for the church folk. They did it. And it was like, okay. You know, that's the last time I made a cake for any day one. Well, let's just say that church. I shouldn't say that. God forgive me. You know my heart. You know my heart. Alright guys, as you see, I was putting the filling inside, then I just lay this over, the rest of the batter over the top. But now what I'm going to do is add some more of the crumble on top of that. So when it bakes, it's my hand like all that. It's not cute. So when it bakes, it'll bake up and get all up in there and be all nice and juicy, gushy, and cute and fancy. So anyway, that was my little cake story, and it was funny. It was funny then. Well, it was funnier then, but it's really still funny till today. So this month, like I said, is my mother's birthday month. I miss my mama something terrible. You just don't know. I was doing the intro for this, and it took everything in me. I'm sitting on the train trying to do it. I'm doing it in the car. I'm just in tears. I'm trying to hold tears back. I'm like, you know what? This is for my mama. Maybe just a little bit more. Let's just not get too indignant because I want to save something for. Let's just knock this down and make it pretty. Oh my gosh. That's cute. How that look? How they do? How they do? Now it's about to go in the oven. Okay, so we will be back, darlings. We will be